Chapter 405 opens up on Hisoka for the first time since seeing him brutalize Cortopian Shalnark following his life and death dance with Chrollo. We see him wandering the casinos of the Black Whale's first tier, lamenting the fact that he is without a partner to ravage. He doesn't mind, though. Playing with himself, while not as satisfying, is not without its charms. Or is it? Hisoka is a natural liar, one who lies for the sake of it. And it would seem that extends to even being the case when he is alone with his own thoughts. He wanders about the casino, showcasing either his astonishing luck or ability to cheat. Though, considering the narrative Togashi is going with, I think it's more likely the former. He may think that he doesn't mind playing with himself, but in truth, there's nothing he can do that would bring about any real joy or satisfaction in him. Without a partner to dance with, without someone to, ravage, Hisoka is an empty man that no amount of jackpots can fill. This rare glimpse into Hisoka's inner thoughts, I believe, gives us a clue to his change of heart, following his loss against Chrollo in Heaven's Arena. As he says, Hisoka wants a partner, someone he can genuinely go toe-to-toe with. He is, for a lack of a better term, a fight sexual. He finds satisfaction and gratification when engaged in a life-or-death bout, not against a worthy foe, which is how someone like the late German Netero would see it, but an exemplary partner. Someone who can really push his boundaries and make him go all out, make him really give it his all, body and soul. No safe words. Sure, devastating a subpar opponent may have its merits, but the high from it is as fleeting as the battle itself. Same goes for those middle of the road or just above par. What Hisoka is looking for is a high more potent and longer lasting than anything he's ever had before. Always escalating. He is a true hunter in one sense and an addict in another. The cravings got so bad that the only one he could see giving him long-term satisfaction was none other than the boss, Chrollo Lucifer. The troupe is filled to the brim with either incredibly competent or absolutely monstrous combatants, yet the only one Hisoka has eyes for is Chrollo. No one else can fill the void. Chrollo is the only one that can offer Hisoka what he truly wants, what he needs, what he craves. Or so he thought. Then the match happened, and Hisoka realized that his dream partner and he are not on the same wavelength. See, Hisoka had been chasing Chrollo for literally years at this point, like a clingy crush not wanting to take no for an answer. And when Chrollo finally relented, Hisoka was ready to make any compromises necessary to make his dream coupling a reality. And that almost cost him everything. His fight against Chrollo wasn't much of a fight, as it was a survival game. Throughout the match, Hisoka barely saw his partner, who fought not only with his own personal strength, but with the help of many others, some of whom even sacrificed themselves to make their participation possible. Not literally, of course, but in a sense. There, surrounded on all sides and all but literally drowning in unworthy bodies of fodder that would have taken him mere seconds to eviscerate under normal circumstances, Hisoka would have felt the way Netero did on the Dark Continent. This was not a match of individual strength and determination, but a survival game. And while some would find that challenge the pinnacle of joy, those like Netero and Hisoka do not. That is not the thrill they seek. So, having finally survived his encounter with Chrollo, and having understood in no unclear terms that Chrollo wasn't going to relent and give him what he wanted, Hisoka decides to take matters into his own hands. He kills two of Chrollo's companions, Cortopian Shalnark, and has the third one, Machi, deliver the message that the hunt is on. Having realized Chrollo won't give him what he wants, Hisoka decides he'll do whatever would most hurt Chrollo and take it instead. No longer will he fight on someone else's terms. No longer would he wait for his opponent to prepare themselves or give them second chances. Everyone, even Chrollo, for whom he was thus far willing to make an exception, will fight and die on Hisoka's own terms. He had waited too long for the ultimate experience, only for it to turn sour in his mouth. And he will not make that mistake again. Well, that was a bit different than my usual content. I started scripting the 405 chapter review, but then this happened. I now find myself with two choices. Should I make the review, but be a bit late, or make another mini essay like this time focusing on Chrollo? I was inspired by something Bonolenov said this chapter and would like to perhaps explore it a bit more. I'll decide depending on your feedback as well as how this video performs. As always, thank you very much for watching. Feedback is always appreciated. I'd like to once again thank Amaswamy for going the extra mile in supporting the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.